Vegas Live with Ninon. Sometimes Ninon gets these ideas into her head. Being at the Peppermill, which is absolutely fabulous, it's the Peppermill Lounge, and of course I'm on the red sofa, which I love. But sometimes I love to get people involved that actually just come in here for lunch or whatever. So I have Megan and Mario with me. They just walked in very innocently and they said, "Oh, what's going on and what's happening?" And apparently this is your first vacation together.
Yes.
Now, does this mean, are you a couple?
We
Yes,
are.
married.
They're a couple. Not only are they a couple, they're married. Holy shoot.
10 years almost in October.
10 years,
Yes.
and you've never been on vacation together?
We've never been on vacation together without our 3 children.
Without your 3 children?
Yes.
Okay, now first we have to find you miss them.
A little, yes. We do.
It's so funny. She didn't want to come on, so I said, "No, you got to come on. So you're the only one talking. She said, "I've got nothing to say."
I'm the
I don't know what to
extrovert.
say.
He's the introvert.
I think it's the opposite now.
She usually takes over conversation.
I can tell that. You're going to just sit there like a very happy husband with the 3 kids. Now, how old are your kids?
17, 14, and 3.
Wow. And you've been married 10 years?
10 years together for...
So they had 2 kids before they got married?
We did.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because that means if they're 17, then that's 18 years, so it's probably 19 years or 20 years you've known each other, actually.
Yeah.
More than half
Now,
our life.
that is a thing in itself, to stay together after, especially with 3 children. I don't know if whether a husband and wife split up or whether it's the children that help split that up.
Yeah.
Do you think it's sometimes a lot to do with the children that kind of take sides?
I think it does. Once you have kids, most of your life's not about you anymore.
No. Once you've decided to have kids, or accidentally decide to have kids, I don't know.
But you
It's
can't.
so different these days.
As long as you don't forget how to love that other person.
Well, as long as
how
you
to
don't
stay in
forget.
love.
Well, my thing has always been, as long as you don't forget who came first.
I like that, yeah.
Who came first? I think if you've always got to have that thing where he came first or she came first, so therefore I've got to make sure I've got to take care of these 3 children as well. But now it's probably not so hard to take care of them because they're all older.
Yeah.
You know, they're very self-sufficient now, aren't they? So what was the attraction when you first met, if we can go back that far? What was the attraction? Because you're both very young still. Oh, you look very young. I mean, I'm not going on judging on age.
We was on the porch at a high school, and I was there. She was there waiting for her mom. I had to work, so I was just killing time sitting on the porch.
Because I'm going to kill some time with this pretty lady next to me.
Well, and that's what ended up happening. She walked up to me and she had her cleavage out. And
Stop it.
She started flirting with me, and she was playing, But I waited till her friends left, and I pounced on her, and I got her phone number.
You got her phone number and everything.
Yeah.
Now, you
I was
have
attracted to him.
The,
He was just
the most
different.
beautiful thing I like about this story they just told me is that the man never remembers when we met, where we met, anniversaries, birthdays, or anything. Now he gets a AAA on this one.
I'll tell you another secret.
Another secret. I love these secrets. They're absolutely amazing.
She had a boyfriend at the time.
Oh, well, I can tell. I mean, you're a very pretty lady. I mean, she's beautiful. So what was this other boyfriend? I mean, you got rid of him real fast.
I did.
Huh?
And that's one thing, like with him, he was the total opposite of this guy that I had dated. Like,
obviously that was a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, he was very independent. He was very much one of those, I don't care what people
He cared more
thought
about
of me.
himself than
Absolutely,
you.
yeah.
Okay,
I mean, he definitely
whereas you
marches
cared
to
more
his
about
own too.
her than you did you.
I mean, I knew how to love a woman.
You know how to.
Yeah.
He does.
But so it was kind of love at first sight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
I do believe so.
And what has kept it together for all this time? Because the 2 of them are away here in Vegas having a fabulous time, enjoying.
Yeah.
It's like a first honeymoon, actually.
Yeah.
After all this time, is it reinventing your love life and your sort of being together and knowing each other for a few days?
I think it's a little bit of that, but as far as what's kept us together, like at the end of the day, we're friends first. Like he is truly my best friend. And we had a little, separation period. I think it was maybe about 18 months. But even throughout that separation period, we've always remained each other's best friend, and I feel like when we argue or let each other down, I'm not letting down only my husband, I'm letting down my best friend.
Your best friend, yes.
So
and you don't want to lose your best friend.
No.
And my philosophy about arguing is don't argue because we don't know. Oh, there's a love tap going on here. Do you want me to leave? having a lot of things going on. But I always think that arguments are absolutely hopeless because you get all in a row and everything else, and then you say things you wish you hadn't said. You can't take them back.
Yeah.
So I always think discussions are better.
We've done a lot of that.
A lot of discussions.
Yeah.
You seem like a very placid man. It seems like you kind of understand a situation before it blows up. Mm-hmm. Do you?
Yeah.
You like a calmer life.
I do.
You do?
I do.
So what's going on in Vegas with the two of you? What's been the highlights? Apart from being with each other alone.
We just been running the streets, soaking it up. We went to Fremont. How'd
you like Fremont?
Loved it.
Isn't it lovely down there? Have you been to Vegas before?
No, this is the first time.
And he did his first plane ride.
Yeah.
Not your first.
Not my first.
This is our first time to Vegas and my first time on a plane.
See, stories like this are all over the world, and people misunderstand because we don't have people that are sort of, just from having a vacation on any show. Mm-hmm. And that's why my show is so different, because I love to get outside in here, so we know a little bit of sort of 99% of how people live, because we don't all live in this high mighty world. Mm-hmm. We have a normal way of living. Yeah. A great way of living. Now, with the 3 children, how are they now? Are they giving you the satisfaction of, daughters? 3
boys.
3 boys. Mm-hmm. Oh, you lucky. Yeah. She's a lucky lady. She's going to be taking care of the rest of her life.
I hope so.
How are they turning out in your eyes as the parents?
Good.
No problems yet?
No problems yet. Minor teenage stuff. They buck back and get rebellious.
Yes.
But we haven't had anything
Drugs?
go out of hand. No.
Nothing?
No.
Very respectful.
How do you control that?
I think in our household we try to stay very open with them, very transparent. We want them to feel like regardless what it is, they can come to us and talk to us about anything. At the end of the day, we are their parents first, but we do practice, also being that friend.
You talk with them, not at them.
Yeah, and we show them the world.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, we show them the world.
Kids come in and they'll start saying, "Oh, Mom, I did this story," or "Dad, I did," and then the parents normally start talking about their own story. Oh, well, that's what I did when I was there. And they completely ignore the kid and don't listen to the kid. So I think the greatest thing you've probably done is listen to your children and probably become friends. Also, as you said, at the end of the day, they are the parents. But there's parts of the day when you really back off being a parent and listen to your kids.
You don't want to be too intimidating as a parent. You don't want, because that's how they run somewhere else.
Yes.
That's how.
So how did you manage that as a father?
I had to be patient. Had to be patient.
And listen.
Had to. And I had to also be able to foresee things myself, being a young man growing up. So, I grew up fast. Yeah. So they're not growing up half as fast as me or their mom did. Yeah. So that helps having my own experience to be able to guide.
So you reflect your experience and kind of build into because you lived a pretty normal life.
Because I let them know that I'm not telling you to waste your breath.
No.
Okay.
I'm listening to you.
There's been, even with the oldest one, there was a few incidences where I had conversations with him about certain things, and then 2 days later, he gets in trouble for it. And I'm like, I told you. I told you it would happen. It's happened a few times, but
that's learning process, because you haven't forget they are learning. These kids are learning, and this is what they actually do, and this is what we do.
So and that's one thing we got to realize, like, as boys, they're going to butt their heads. They're going to. There's no way you can get around it.
It's growing up.
And see, with her, I have to explain to her that you got to learn. You're not going to be able to teach them everything they need to know.
But also they're boys.
Yeah.
So it's easier for you.
And I'll add, he's a phenomenal father. I always tell Mario there's something special about the way that he fathers his boys. Especially his father wasn't in his life for all of his life, so he passed at Mario was a young age when his father passed away. So for him to be able to take that and instill what little that his dad was able to leave with him and raise our own, like I am fascinated every day and all of the time that I see him interact with those kids, and he has a different relationship with each of them, from the 17-year-old to the 14 to the toddler. Like it's a constant change in what type of father you are.
They're all different ages and all doing different things. So you kind of, but you know it all because you grew up anyway. Back to Vegas, and then we'll close out. What's the greatest thing you've experienced apart from being in Vegas? It being here. What is just a vacation, or?
It's, for me, I think it's a city of wow. Like, it's so different from Columbus, Ohio. I think for him, because he's in the media world. He's a videographer, production.
Oh, really? So
guy.
You know all about this?
Yeah, this is
what he does.
Oh, that's why he's so cool on the set. I thought, how come he's so cool down here? I mean, he likes to sort of, you know what's going on.
Yeah. So this is his world.
This is your world.
Yep.
Well, this has been very exciting. We learned a lot about actually bringing children up in Vegas. First time being in Vegas, first time being on a plane, and also their 3 boys and how they handle them, how they take care of everything. An inspiration to all of us of what we should do and how we handle our younger generation. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon. I love it.
That's it.